Labour councils turn on Starmer. We're now seeing slowly more and more councils voting for a national inquiry into the grooming gangs, something that the Labour Party in Parliament does not want because it's going to implicate a lot of people. Lisa Nandy, for some reason, is a cabinet minister, and her constituency of Wigan, that council has now voted for a national inquiry despite the fact that the Labour group inside there tried to stop debate and tried to stop any sort of vote taking place. But however, it will now support it. We saw Bradford saying that they didn't want a local one and they've voted that down, which they shouldn't be allowed to do. But this is the problem with Labour's idea of having local inquiries. It means that the local councillors can say no, that's why there should be a national one. The constituency of Stockton Council has now voted for a national inquiry into the grooming gangs, turning on Labour once again. And that's because these people, alright, you can think what you like about your local councillors, it's completely up to you, but they are more local. They have their feet on the ground and they should know what the public are thinking, or at least what their own voters are thinking. Whereas parliamentarians have absolutely no idea, but they should be feeding this through the councils to the MPs to say, we are going to get a shellacking at the next general election and in the local elections if you don't U-turn on this policy. It was actually an independent councillor that pushed it through Wigan and she was not giving up. They tried to shut her down, they said time had run out, and she kept pushing and kept pushing and kept pushing and eventually got the vote through. Labour were hoping this would go away, but it is not. If anything, the anger is growing. GB News, as I've said in the past, is doing a fantastic job of covering the story and exposing scandals around the country. Once again, the government have backed themselves into a corner where they don't want to U-turn. This is another effort, I think, to protect Starmer from the CPS and his time there, and protect anybody else, councillors or possibly MPs, who were involved or possibly complicit in what went on in this country and still goes on to this day.